The information in this video comes from thorough research. Please share your thoughts on the video Cosmic Signals in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. Numerology is a sweet dream, either designed to deceive and captivate the gullible, or perhaps meant to point us toward a greater truth. Now, if you believe that angels are sending you these numbers, you can stop watching this video. But if you're curious to learn what they don't want you to know, stay with me. Have you ever noticed that you keep seeing the same numbers over and over again, seemingly by coincidence, but in many places? If you've noticed such patterns, it might not be random. These are called angel numbers because they appear to be messages from above. But in reality, they are simply numbers that your higher consciousness is starting to recognize and understand. People typically begin to notice these numbers right around the time they start seeking spiritual awakening. You might see them on a microwave clock, a bus number, the TV, posters, just about anywhere. But have you ever stopped to wonder why you're seeing them? The first thing you need to know is that every number you encounter is tied to a specific energy or vibrational frequency. These meanings go far beyond religious values. To truly grasp what these numbers mean, you have to understand that mathematics is the study of interactions between quantities, variables, structures, and change. It's not just a tangible thing. It's actually an abstract concept and the true language of the universe. In fact, numbers can be found everywhere in nature and the cosmos. When Pythagoras said, "Numbers rule the forms and ideas and are the cause of gods and demons," he wasn't joking. According to scientists, what connects space and time is information. In simple terms, it's the foundation of the universe. And this information refers to a series of numbers or theoretical codes. This means that reality is essentially written in binary code, ones and zeros. As MIT professor Seth Lloyd puts it, the universe is a physical system that processes information in a systematic way. This binary system, ones and zeros, is not only the strongest numerical system in nature, but in the whole universe. And we, as humans, are part of it. If you look closely, you'll see this binary law everywhere. The Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, DNA patterns. Everything in this universe exists in pairs, 0 and 1, particle and antiparticle, atom and antiatom, matter and antimatter, light and dark, good and evil, male and female. What makes this topic even more fascinating is how we've simulated this very system to safely transmit data in the digital world. Humanity has advanced in technology through international coding systems, where data is encrypted and sent as streams of photons. Why photons? Because when passing through filters, they can have specific spins, some representing a 1 and others a 0. According to Moore's law, since 1975, the number of transistors in a chip doubles approximately every 2 years to enable faster information processing. For example, one of the newest breakthroughs is a chip called Ivan, which contains 16 billion transistors. It operates tens of times faster than the most powerful supercomputer that existed back in 1995. Based on the binary nature of fundamental particles, it is proposed that we may be living in an information-based or simulated reality. There are 8 characteristics believed to emerge from singularities and strings. These strings are said to be responsible for constructing the entire universe. Each string and singularity provides a kilobyte of structure, helping explain the proposed principle of the equivalence of energy, mass, and information. Every particle in space-time calculates its next state based on its current state and dynamically generates reality. This is why the universe continues to expand, and why humans are now able to look deep into the past using tools like the James Webb Space Telescope. Biological beings also create computational processing power through networks of neurons. This manifests as consciousness and biological intelligence. Similarly, computer processing units and artificial intelligence are other examples of how computational abilities can emerge from the specific arrangement of atoms. Atoms made up of 2 fundamental particles. A binary number is a number expressed in base, 2, or binary numeral system. 2 equals 1. 2 superscript 1 equals 2. 2 superscript 2 equals 4. 2 superscript 3 equals 8. And so on. When you add up higher binary digits, you start to notice a recurring sequence of numbers. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, and these numbers keep repeating. Even a human body's cells use certain number patterns to generate intelligence. According to research published by the U.S. National Library of Medicine and the National Institutes of Health, scientists have now convincingly demonstrated that numbers exist in the behavioral and electrophysiological data of both humans and animals, even insects. When a neuron in the brain becomes sufficiently activated, it produces a single electrical pulse called a spike, which travels down its axon. This pulse activates all of its synapses, releasing small amounts of neurotransmitters to neighboring neurons. These spikes are all-or-nothing events, exactly like ones and zeros in the binary world of computers. This is precisely why modern AI systems are built using neural networks, which are modeled after real neural communication in the brain. Do you really think it's a coincidence that we build machines that function just like our brains? Surely, you've asked yourself how cells use numbers. And now, maybe you're starting to see the answer. Each hour has 60 minutes. Every day has 24 hours, and one full rotation of the Earth defines a day. We discovered time by observing repeating events and patterns, cycles that we saw happening again and again. Everything began with the simple observation of motion. We learned to connect specific patterns with certain events. Eventually, we invented numbers to track and describe these repeating cycles, which soon became intertwined with human life. For instance, the tides caused by the moon's proximity to Earth are events that occur consistently, and we understand them instinctively. Now think about water. It's made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Roughly 60% of a human body is water. In truth, the human body is nothing more than a structure made of atoms. So, it's natural that we are influenced by celestial forces, just like the tides. In the same way, stars and planets exert certain effects on humans at specific times. The moment we are born emits a unique vibrational energy, an energy we carry throughout our lives. The day and month of our birth determine the kind of energy we absorb. This is why even if your birth date is in the Gregorian or lunar calendar, it must be converted into the solar Hydri calendar, because it follows Earth's exact orbit around the Sun and its position relative to the stars. For example, if someone is born on July 6, 1944, that corresponds to the 15th of Tyr, 1323 in the solar Hydri calendar. Now 15, 1 plus 5, equals 6, and Tyr is the 4th month. So 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, and 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, this person's vibrational energy is 1. Each number holds a unique vibrational meaning that goes beyond just math. It influences the person and their life. So someone with the number 1 has a particular vibration, and understanding this can help in many areas, including building effective teams or even creating harmonious romantic relationships. There are vibrational groups of numbers, which we can discover using the method shown in Secrets of Freemasonry, by decoding the world around a circle or vortex. In this method, we write single-digit numbers around a circle and double each number. 1 doubles to 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, back to 1. These numbers form a repeating group. Interestingly, this exact sequence appears in the codes that describe our physical and possibly simulated world. Now consider 3 doubled 6, 3, 6, repeating endlessly. And 9 doubled 18. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9, 36. 3 plus 6 is equal to 9, and so on. 9 always returns to 9. These 3 sets of numbers represent different energy groups, and according to this knowledge, individuals whose numbers belong to the same group will experience smooth progress when working or living together, just like the universe continues to expand effortlessly when aligned. But if someone with the number 1 connects deeply with someone whose number is 2 or 5, things will fall apart, as they are not vibrationally compatible. Every letter of your name also holds vibrational energy. Each letter is associated with a number, and those numbers affect your life. If the number of your name is not aligned with your birth number, your life may be filled with challenges. These are the people often seen as unlucky, but it's simply about imbalance. For example, the name Shada has a vibrational value of 3. If Shada was born on the 15th of Tyr, which adds to 1, her name and birth energy are not in harmony, and this may reflect in her life path. You may have seen repeating number patterns like 0404 or 1111. People say these are signs from guardian angels, telling you to trust your abilities and keep going. But maybe you follow these signs and still feel stuck. That's because you haven't tapped into the true power of your mind. As I said at the beginning, you only notice these numbers because your higher consciousness allows it. No external force is doing this. It's you. Your awareness, or divine intelligence, is what's creating this experience. In simple terms, awareness is the ability to understand what's happening around you and respond to it. Earlier, we explained how every atom of space and time calculates its next state based on its current one, dynamically, moment to moment. Just like when you search for a video online, the server processes your request, retrieves the video from a distant database, and plays it instantly on your screen. Your consciousness works the same way. It notices what you seek and brings similar experiences your way. That's why after watching or searching something, you start seeing more related content. So if you've seen these numbers often and they feel meaningful, that's your own mind showing you a path. Not magic, not coincidence, but the power of your own consciousness. For example, imagine you're thinking about something. It could be a small matter, like choosing what to wear, or something more significant, like deciding whether to buy a car or not. At that very moment, your eyes catch a pair of repeating numbers, for example, 0404. Now the question is, what guided you to look in that specific direction at that exact time? The answer lies in your awareness. A signal from your consciousness directed your attention. As we've said many times before, everything is numbers. Everything is vibration and frequency, and we are essentially immersed in a field of vibrations. So now is the time to make use of that awareness. But how? All you need to do is add the digits of the number you saw together, and then add that sum to your personal vibration number. If the result is 3, 6, or 9, then it's a yes from your higher awareness. Yes, this car is the right one for you. At this point, you should behave like a child, carefree and joyful, without worrying about what to eat, because a child knows their parents will provide food. But if you keep seeing a specific number over and over again, that's not a coincidence. Your awareness first pointed that number out to you. But since you ignored it, the number keeps repeating. Typically, a repeating number doesn't last more than 2 to 3 weeks. Here, there's a deep connection between astrology and numerology. That's why the meaning of a number like 1111 today may be different 3 weeks from now. Human body cells use these numbers to develop intelligence in the brain. Interestingly, people whose vibration number is 3, 6, or 9 are not listed in the Bayberry system. In other words, they have no direct interaction with the matrix we described. Is it possible that another being in the real universe exists, using a system just like the Bayberry codes? A cosmic code that connects Earth to the heavens and humans to the divine? A being that stands silently, watching? If you have any experiences related to this topic, be sure to share them with us. Until the next episode, be mindful of the energies around you